Hello, welcome back to Truthseekerstea. My name is Kate, and I am so thankful to have you here for today's Pick a Card reading. We're going to be looking at your person's honest thoughts and feelings for you, so a pretty standard reading. We're going to be starting off with an energy check-in where we'll be looking at your subjective thoughts and feelings about this person in relation and in connection, just to help you guys feel more confident that you picked the right pile and to eliminate any confusion and to give you guys the opportunity to keep listening or choose a different pile if it doesn't relate to a situation in your life. So there will be extended readings as well. It's going to be slightly different for each pile, so stay tuned for that if you guys are feeling like it resonates and you want to listen to more after the YouTube portion. So there are 3 piles to choose from. For pile number 1, we have the Chrysalis Tarot with this orange calcite raw crystal. For pile number 2, we have the Way of the Panda Tarot with this clear quartz heart. And then for pile number 3, we have the Witch's Garden Tarot with this green fluorite palm stone. So go ahead and take whatever time you need to tune into the pile you're feeling the most drawn to. You can pause the video if you feel like that helps you. I will have the decks linked down below. I'll have the timestamps, the extended readings, everything in the description box should be there if you need anything. And other than that, I think that's all I have. I'm excited to get into these readings, so I'll see you at your pile. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. We are going to be looking at your person's honest thoughts and feelings for you. And today we're just going to be doing an energy check-in where to confirm that this is the right pile for you, we're going to be looking at briefly how you currently feel and think about this person in the connection to give some context. But then we'll spend a majority of the time on your person's current thoughts and feelings for you. So yeah, before I even get in, like a mashup started coming through. Like I've never heard it before. My brain just started doing it. And it's so funny when I'm hearing a song because it takes me a second to become conscious of it. But like I'll be singing a song I haven't listened to in forever. And then I'm like, oh, this is probably for the reading. So I was hearing Sad, Beautiful, Tragic Love Affair by Taylor Swift. And then another song by Taylor Swift was coming through was The Story of Us. So maybe some of you guys are Taylor Swift fans. I'm sure like statistically some of you guys are. And then I was also hearing though, You're the Only Exception by Paramore. I think that's right. I wouldn't take any of that yet. I'll see how that fits in, but I just wanted to mention that those songs were coming through. And I'll see if what comes through confirms what I'm kind of picking up from it already, but I just want to look at the cards first. So, Spirit, please tune me into pile number 1's current energy in regards to the connection that is most prominent on their heart and mind. Please help ground this reading and help them feel confident that this is their pile so they can get the most clear messages possible. Please help people also realize that this is not their pile. All right, Spirit, please tune me in. What's pile number 1's energy towards their person? What are their current thoughts, feelings about this person, about the connection? Yeah, I keep just hearing, I stare at the phone. He still hasn't called, and you feel so low, you can't feel nothing at all. Oh, is it Forever and Always, actually? Oh, not the story of... I don't know, you guys. I'm getting a lot of Taylor Swift coming through. Okay, so I just want to say, I'm kind of getting the vibe here of... This doesn't have to be it, but I just have to say what's coming through. I'm getting an energy of someone that... I think it's a difficult situation because there's sort of a vibe here of someone that you like felt very strong towards, or like there maybe was a good vibe between the two of you. Maybe it felt like you were each other's person and it was very clear, and then maybe something like maybe this person had like a switch up, but Again, like, I don't want to go just off of what I'm channeling because it might have a different meaning. So Spirit, tune me into pile number 1. What is their current thoughts and feelings towards their person? All right, we have the Wheel of Fortune. What are pile number 1's current thoughts and feelings? We have the Hermit. So we have Virgo energy so far. We have the Queen of Spirals, which is the Queen of Wands. What is pile number 1's current thoughts and feelings towards this person? We have the Hanged Man in reverse. We have the 8 of Wands in reverse. Yeah. And then the 9 of Cups. Okay. And then the Devil at the back of the deck. Very interesting. So, yeah, I'm picking up on an energy here where I feel like this connection was something that felt very fated or something that was going really well. Like, I'm getting an energy where it started off that way. And I'm getting like this sense of you just feeling very confident about this person, or that's how you felt at one point. I feel like you like the way this person makes you feel. With the 9 of Cups here, it makes me feel like this person is someone who has felt like a wish fulfillment. But with the 8 of Spirals here, and I was just really like looking into more descriptions of the 8 of the 8 of Wands in reverse. Like, this can be an energy where things start off really fast, but it's kind of something that's turned sour. So it's like a boomerang almost kind of an energy where it's like we've gone forward, but now suddenly it's turned around here. And I feel like with the Hanged Man in reverse for you guys, I feel like there's a sense of maybe not wanting to see that. Like, I feel like you guys, because probably this person did get you very excited, or like, I just feel like there's an energy of like, you know, when you meet someone, it's just like you just feel like your best self almost, or you just love the way that someone kind of makes you feel. I feel like there's a situation like that. But yeah, with the Wheel of Fortune here though, it's also this sense of like things are shifting and changing in this connection. So I feel like that is sort of a confirmation here where it's like something felt like it was moving forward, but with the Wheel of Fortune, it's kind of like this energy of like, I don't feel like I have control over this, or it's like, why are things they're shifting out of your control is how it feels. And with the Hermit, there's a sense of maybe you spending a lot of time like thinking about, like reflecting on this person in this connection and going like, what kind of happened, or why did it turn this way? With the Devil here, I'm getting that there is a strong attraction that you feel to this person, sort of an attachment. It could even be like love-hate, sort of like back and forth kind of a connection. Yeah. All right, let me just clarify. Why is the Hanged Man here in the reverse position? The Hanged Man is Pisces. We have the Queen of Scrolls. Yeah, so I'm kind of getting this energy where it's like, I feel like there may have been like more of a whimsical sort of passionate energy between the two of you, or something that just like felt like it was going in the right direction. But I feel like with the Hanged Man, it's like, I'm getting this energy of someone getting like knocked off their feet, or with Pisces energy being, you know, the 12th house and being sort of dreamy and not the most grounded, right? Like the Queen of Scrolls in juxtaposition to that, this is the Queen of Swords. And so I feel like there's this energy of like, I was not seeing this clearly, or I'm seeing this from a different perspective, and I don't like what I'm having to see. I feel like the situation is causing you to have to be more like realistic, or there's a part of you that's holding on to the hope and the vision that you had for the connection, especially in the beginning, and the direction it seemed like it was going. And which is natural, right? But I feel like something about this may just be really intense. I feel like that's why the Devil is here. There's just an intensity to this connection. and a sense of like it being pretty triggering, or it being like a whirlwind of emotions. And I feel like where at first you may have felt just so uplifted and excited about this connection, there's a sense of like the universe forcing you to now have this more like logical perspective, because you can't ignore maybe how things have been shifting. But I want to clarify. So why is the Wheel of Fortune here? We have the Star. Yeah, it's like this energy of I felt very we have the Lovers in reverse. Yeah, it's like we had the Lovers in reverse. We had the Star, the Lovers in reverse. We have Aquarius, Gemini now. Yeah, Seven of Swords. There's a feeling here of like I got my hopes up for this connection. And with the Lovers in reverse, I just think something has gone sour, or something has really shifted. Like you may have felt like this was a very true lover situation, but now we have the Devil. And I feel like these are very opposite kind of cards, where it's like the Lovers is all about yeah, there's a strong sense of like I felt like you were my person. Like I felt like we saw eye to eye. I felt like it's sad because of you are the only exception coming through. And it's like, it's so weird because I start hearing that song and then it immediately transitions into you've got your demons and darling, they all look like me, which is Taylor Swift, I think. And then it goes back to You're the Only Exception. It's so weird. I'm like hearing this mashup of those two songs. Yeah, and so it's like there's this energy of you reflecting by yourself, because I feel like this person maybe isn't giving you very much. Gemini's also for me like communication based. I feel like there's just this sense of confusion and you suddenly having to figure this out by yourself. And it could even be like, because I'm getting an energy here where it's like you got hooked on something and then it just like was ripped away from you, or it's like when there's that much intensity. Like for example, think about the difference of a connection where it's like a slow burn. So it's like not as like passionate and exciting in the beginning. It's like when those don't work out, it's less like addicting. I feel like there's kind of an addictive quality to this because it did go so fast and then it's gone in reverse. So it's like that withdrawal kind of an energy, like a drug or something. All right. Why is the Queen of Wands here? And I'm hearing 1 second, we were perfect. Now you're halfway out the door. We have the Fool. Yeah, I just feel like there's this energy that you were ready to jump right in, right? Yeah, there's just was this sense of like you being at your confidence and just not seeing this coming or not seeing it shifting. Yeah, why is the Nine of Cups here? Yeah, Five of Pentacles in reverse. There's a feeling of like I just want to get back to where we were, and like I don't really get. Yeah, this is this sucks just because there's a feeling of this person really getting your hopes up or really feeling special to you and not wanting to let go of that, not wanting to see it from this new perspective, not wanting to integrate this other possibility that it feels like things aren't what you thought they were in the beginning, essentially. Yeah, let me just get a couple oracle cards and then we'll go into this person's current thoughts, feelings. Yeah. If this is resonating so far, and you want readings to be more specific to you in the future, hitting the like button, leaving a comment, subscribing are all ways that you can better connect with me energetically, so we just have a stronger sense of energy transference between us. So it also supports the channel, so thank you guys for doing that. Also, there will be an extended reading. I'm going to figure out what I want to go into towards the end of the reading. So just for those of you that want to go more into depth like this or feel like you really need more clarity. All right, Spirit. Anyways, though, can we clarify pile number 1's energy, current thoughts, feelings towards any other details you want to give? We have To Be Fair. We have Treasure Island in reverse. Yeah. We have Happy, Happy. Yeah, there's such a sense here of like, Okay, yeah, and we have the fates at the back of the deck. This is such a confusing energy because I feel like with serendipity and the fates too, there's a strong sense of feeling like this is like a fated connection, or there was something drawing you to this, but there's also a feeling of like you have to assess the situation. Like with the Queen of Swords, you're being called to be logical about this, and to make sure that there is fairness and sort of like a sense of justice between the two of you. I'm getting like 7th house energy. For me, that's also related to the Lovers. It's like this energy of, well, it's also Libra, but it's like a balanced energy between two people. And then with Treasure Island in reverse, there's a sense of disappointment here, right? A sense of feeling like it's like flipped upside down. But with Happy Happy, I'm not surprised to see that, because I feel like what you guys want is for this person to come around, or is for this connection to get more communication or get more balance. Because I feel like you guys really do see this connection as a treasure. But again, it feels like it's like flipped upside down. So I can tell that you guys definitely like care for this person, that there's still a sense of yeah, one of those situations where it's hard to unsee the hope, or hard to unsee like maybe the compatibility that you felt with this person, especially with You Are the Only Exception. Like for those of you that maybe have felt like it's been hard for you to connect with someone, or felt like it's been like, it could even be this sense of like, I wasn't even like looking for love, or it doesn't have to be that, but there's just a sense of I wouldn't usually, you know, let my guard down, or I wouldn't usually get my hopes up, but like this person really, for some reason, it might be different to all of you. It just feels like there's that, that special something. Oh, I'm hearing now. Oh, I'm hearing a King Princess song. Everyone knows, we got that special some. Oh, it kills being chill with you. Oh, it says, we say I love you, but we ain't together. Do you think labels make it taste much better? Do you think, yeah, so there's a sense here, maybe there is a feeling of you thought that this connection was going to escalate into more of like a committed situation, or it could just be this like frustrating vibe. But anyways, we'll get into your person's energy and I'll pick up more on it. So Spirit, please tune me into pile number 1's person. Just gotta go sip my coffee. How is pile number 1's person currently thinking and feeling? What are their honest thoughts and feelings towards pile number 1 in the connection? All right, we have the 3 of Spirals, which is the 3 of Wands. We have the 5 of Mirrors, 5 of Cups in reverse. We have the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, interesting energy coming through so far. I guess I can zoom in a little bit. Why not? Okay. What are pile number 1's person's current thoughts and feelings? We have the Emperor in reverse. We have the 2 of Swords in reverse. And then we also have the Page of Stones in the reverse position, and then the Ace of Swords. Okay. Really interesting. So for this connection, the first thing that I'm getting is there's a true sense of like a lack of clarity between the two of you that does feel like miscommunication, or does feel like for whatever reason, each of you don't really know where the other person stands. And I'm sure it'll make sense to you guys for different reasons, but this person absolutely feels disappointed by how things are right now. Neither of you guys are happy in this connection with where things are, but there's this feeling of your person lacking. This person wants things to move forward. This person thinks about maybe where things should have gone, or like the 3 of Wands for me is all about like things going according to plan, things moving forward. It's a card of an expansion for me. And it's also going to be about communication though. So I just feel like there's this energy where this person, the fact that the Three of Wands is up right here just gives me this feeling that they are also thinking about where things are going. This person has on their mind, like the development of this connection similar to you. But I'm getting this lack of confidence from your person that's coming through really strong. This person's thinking a lot about what they could communicate with you, what they could say to you, how they could create more harmony. This is the Three of Pentacles. And so it's like there's a sense of your person thinking about expansion, your person thinking about collaboration with you. But with the Ace of Swords in reverse at the back of the deck, I wasn't surprised to see that, because there's a lack of clarity that your person feels about the connection with you. And I'm not sure why that is. I'll try to dig into it. You guys might know. But I'm wondering if this is a situation where like communication really broke down, or like someone got the wrong idea, because there's a sense here of this person caring about you and having feelings for you, but lacking confidence with the Emperor in reverse, the Two of Scrolls in reverse. For me, this can be someone who overthinks and gets, stops themselves from doing anything, from saying anything, from doing anything, from making any progress, because they feel like they don't know what to do, or they don't know which way would be the right way, if that makes sense. And I'm kind of getting like with the Page of Stones in reverse, there's a real lack of belief in themselves when it comes to grounding this connection, or this person feels like a Page of Stones or a Page of Pentacles in reverse for me is someone that kind of lacks ambition, someone that lacks reliability, someone that doesn't really, like, what's coming through for me is someone like in school. Like, think about someone who's doing like all APs versus someone who doesn't think that they're gonna go to college, or like maybe like dropped out of high school, or someone that like, which is all fine. I'm just saying it's like that. Think about the difference of like belief in yourself between the two of those. And I feel like sometimes like people that didn't, end up in, I don't even know why I'm going to high school for this, but this is just what's coming through, is like, I feel like a huge part of how successful people were in high school, like obviously some of it had to do with just like basic intelligence, but I also think a huge part of it was people's confidence in themselves, like how many resources they had to make them feel like they were good at what they're doing, that they're efficient, that they can handle it. It's kind of that sense of competency and a sense of confidence. And I feel like it's like sort of the self-fulfilling prophecy. When we don't think that we're going to be successful, then we don't try, or we're afraid of trusting ourselves or like doing something because we just think we're going to mess up. And so there's kind of an energy like that here, where that's the energy I'm getting from your person, is this feeling of, it's almost like I don't know if I deserve to sit at the table with pile number one. Like, I don't know if, so I'm getting low self-esteem for your person. I'm not surprised, because with the orange calcite, I'm getting like solar plexus energy being a big part of this connection and this person's confidence in themselves. And it's so interesting that you came through with the Queen of Wands, which is just such a confident, like fiery sort of a character. And so for you guys might be really confused, especially if you guys are more confident in this person, or like you might not even know that, but there's a sense of it like this person having regrets about the role that they've played in this, or the way that they have, there's a sense of shame and a sense of just like not wanting to face it because of being embarrassed, or just feeling like it's like a downward spiral of like, oh, I just feel like bad about myself, kind of, or like I feel like I didn't say the right thing, or I didn't do the right thing, and now I'm even more in my head, because what if I've already ruined things, or like what if I just make it worse by trying to say something or do something. But with the Five of Mirrors in reverse, there's a sense of I'm not happy with where things are at, but I also because of that, I'm almost like even more stressed about like not knowing what to do and maybe not trusting myself to know how to move this forward. Which is really interesting. Interesting energy. All right, let me clarify. Where do I want to go more into depth? I want to ask, like I might pick this back up again. Why do they feel like the Emperor in reverse? Why do they feel, does that make sense? I don't know if that's like a question that's just like, oh, because I have low self-esteem. Like, what's their fear? What is their biggest fear when it comes to pile number 1? We have the Hierophant. Interesting. Okay, and so they may feel, this could be a couple of different things, but with the Hierophant, I'm not surprised for this to come out after I was just talking about like college almost, or like that was what was coming to my mind also, is like the difference in goals for like school, and like how your traditions and like your family and like the way you're brought up can really impact like the way you behave when it comes to school or something like that. And so this person, I think, may feel like they don't fit in with you, or like that they don't, it's like, think about someone who has lower self-esteem and like might, okay, I'm trying to put this into context. Let's say that there's someone here that's very, has a family that's really rich or something, and the other person just feels less than because like maybe their family didn't have that. And so there's a sense of like, I don't know if we align when it comes to tradition, values, and things like that. And I'm afraid maybe of embarrassing myself, or like not being good enough, not being up to standard. There's like a fear of not being up to standard. I just want to get one clarifier for it. I'm probably going to pick it back up, but can we clarify more specifically what this is leaning into? Okay, we have the 2 of Stones in reverse. Yeah, so this person may not feel like they have everything together. Another message that's coming through is they might be afraid that they would let you down when it comes to prioritizing you, or making this like a deeper commitment. I'm getting that it's this, and so you maybe feel like this person has shied away from you, maybe because they don't care enough about you, or they're not interested. I'm not really getting that. I'm getting that it's more like when it definitely comes to the Pentacle suit here, where this person's fear and insecurity comes in. There's a sense of being afraid, or like feeling, again, like this Page of Pentacles in reverse. And so it's like, I'm not surprised to see the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. For me, this feels like not having everything together, or just feeling like you don't really have like your priorities straight. Like maybe this person feels like they don't make enough money, or like they aren't like good partner material for you, or like they aren't able to contribute in the same way you are. Like there's a real sense of that, a real fear here around that. Is there anything else from this? It's sad though. I'm getting kind of a sad energy. It makes me sad because I just want to like hype this person up and go like love isn't about that, or like the right person for them isn't going to judge them this way. But maybe like they've been judged throughout their life for this, or like they might have like negative experience throughout their life where they just feel unsure of themselves, or like they aren't as confident because maybe they have been, just made to feel in society that they're not as like worthy, or like put together in a sense, not as capable, right? But yeah, but I'm just getting that that's this person's fear more than anything. Can we clarify the, oops, okay, didn't even ask anything, but what is this? Oh, we have the 6 of Cups. So this person, I was gonna ask, why is the 5 of Mirrors here? This person really does have feelings for you. I think this person misses you, for those of you that there is some distance right now. Like this person feels the same soulmate connection that you feel. And so it makes me sad because it's like, I feel like you really connected with this person, and you might not understand like why this is going on with them, because I doubt that you guys have ever like made them feel like unworthy, or if you have, it would have been unintentional. Like it could have just been that you, yeah, like maybe this person triggered some insecurity within you, like maybe making, I don't even think that, because I feel like I was getting from your guys' energy that you were more just like confused and like what's going on. Like I don't want to have to like see this in a negative light, but I feel like the way you're kind of acting right now is putting me in a position where I can't like see this in as positive of a light that I have in the beginning, but it's not out of a lack of love, or it's not out of a lack of like care. I think you have a really genuine connection with this person. And I think there's like harmony between the two of you. There's just like some fears that are blocking this connection literally grounding and becoming more of like moving from emotion and maybe passion with this person to like, let's have a relationship, let's move in together, let's get married, like things like that are more grounded. But I didn't even ask the question. So can you tell me more about like why is the 5 of mirrors here? What's this like guilt or regret energy? We have the 9 of wands. I'm seeing here that, yeah, the 10 of mirrors in reverse. This person, there's a sense of feeling really knocked down by whatever's gone wrong in this connection already. Like feeling like a lack of courage or a lack of because this is a spiritual warrior, like someone who has been knocked down a lot in life. Yeah, that I wouldn't be surprised to see this person. I think that like not just this connection, like what's gone wrong in this connection. I think that this person may have some insecurities, but that not that they should though. There's a sense that this person has internalized societal like blows to them. I feel like this person has been through a lot, has been through challenges, and I think it's kind of led this person to having more of like a half glass empty mindset, or this feeling of I'm gonna like, with the typical 5 of cups, it's where there's 3 cups knocked over, but there's still 2 available. And I feel like with the 9 of spirals coming out, for me, this is saying that they just feel kind of like there's a culmination of negative expectations and thinking that I think are impacting the connection. And so for some of you, this could be related to this connection specifically, or it could even be their past and maybe past relationships or past situations that they feel like they have not been good enough for, or things that I feel like there's just the energy here of like, I always mess everything up, or like I feel like this person blames themselves a lot. Yeah. All right, what's this uncertainty about with the two of swords in reverse? I think it's around like not knowing what to say. I feel like there's an energy of not knowing what to say to you. That's just like really coming through. Why is it 2? Okay. We have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Ace of Wands. Why is the 9 of Pentacles? Can we get one more for that? 5 of Stones. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm getting here, there's a strong energy of I don't know what to do or say in this situation, so I guess I'll just stay on my own. There's almost an energy here of like I don't want to bother anyone, or like I don't want to this person thinks, honestly, feels like you're better than them, or it's like it's not even that, well, it is that a little bit, but it's playing on some sort of wound that they have, where I think this person is used to feeling left out. There's a scarcity mindset with the 5 of Pentacles as well, where it's like a lack mentality, a feeling of I'll just go on my own as I usually do, because like I don't want to get in anyone's way, like I don't want to. And it's this sad feeling, because it's like it's almost like this person doesn't realize how they deserve though to have like community or have connection with other people. This person almost feels like a lone wolf, or like they feel like they just have to be a loner. It's like I don't really know what I should do, so like I guess I'll just pick like staying on my own. And like I'm not happy. This person is not happy if there's any distance between you. They're not happy, but it's like they just feel a sense of shame, which is just like hurts me, because there's a really strong sense of like shame, like feeling like who you are is fundamentally wrong or bad, and that you know, you don't really deserve to take up space like other people do. And that's just like not true at all. But that's how this person honestly feels. Yeah, this is making me really sad. Yeah, with this Queen of Scrolls in reverse, this person is afraid of like negative judgment from you. I feel like this person, it's like they bully themselves internally, or they just think there's an energy coming through of like, anyone honestly deserves to be upset with me. Like, it's like if someone were to like verbally abuse this person, like I feel like they would just be like, yeah, like all that's true, you know? And so I just think there's a real sense of like, of that coming through. This is like really making me sad. This is really sad. Why is the Three of Pentacles here? I'm just getting, I don't deserve to sit at the table. We have the Empress in reverse. Yeah, they just feel like they don't deserve you. They feel like they will disappoint you, or like they aren't your, yeah. We have the Emperor in reverse. There's this energy here of them almost seeing you as the Empress, and then they're like, but I'm the Emperor in reverse. And I just feel like, if I don't deserve to sit at the table with pile number 1, because they're the Empress, and all I'll do is like turn them into the Empress reverse, where there's a lack of like what they need. And they could have just had people like make them feel like everything's their fault, or like, I don't know, there's just a sense of like wounds around feeling like your sense of worth comes from, like, isn't inherent to who you are, which just breaks my heart, truly. So the Four of Mirrors, they just feel like the best thing they can do is, you know, sort of stay away. Wow. Okay, let's get some oracle cards to get any other information. Trying to think of what we'll go into for the extended. Like, I don't want to leave it here. I'll get some advice for you guys before we step away, but I do want to look at, I want to get a message around what this person would say to you if they were being completely honest. I want to look at what this person wants. I also want to see, like, what's the best thing for you to do in this situation, given that your person's feeling this way. Like, is there any sort of way that you could help them, or like make this easier or something? I just want to see, like, I want to get you guidance on what to do here. Like, what should I do if this is how this person is feeling? And then we'll look at like where things are headed, and again, like what you can do for that. Like, so a lot of guidance, I think, for this pile. And we'll also get a message from them. Like an honest message. Oh, yeah. Okay, so Spirit, please continue. And they feel sad. Like, for me, it's sad. Like, I can embody the energy, and it's like this feeling of kind of just like, no, for me, this reminds me of like when I had really bad acne, and like I just like didn't want to do anything because I just felt like unworthy almost if I like didn't look good, or like I felt like, and this was in high school. So yeah, I'm really being taken back to high school for this pile. And maybe that was a really hard time for this person or something like that. But I'm just getting this energy where like I almost just, I hermited myself, and I'm sure like a lot of people like wondered why I didn't want to hang out anymore. And like maybe some people even took it personally, but for me it was like I just feel like ashamed of like how I look, and I just feel more comfortable sitting at home and watching Desperate Housewives for hours on end. And that was what I did. And like actually that was the first time I don't want to get too far into like this tangent, but for me, it was like, that was when I actually was introduced to YouTube for the first time. And like, I got really into beauty YouTubers, and I felt like such a sense of community and support. And so like, that's something that just makes me love YouTube. So to any of you guys out there that are like struggling right now, just with anything, and like YouTube is your place where you just find that sense of community. Like, I just think that's so beautiful. And I want you to know I love you. And it's such an honor for me to even be here for you if that's something that brings you support. Like, that I'm like here, and I'm just happy that you know, the tarot community is also really amazing. So anyways, okay, let's get some messages for so can we clarify this energy? Pile number 1's person's current thoughts and feelings. All right, we have happy. So that came out for both of you guys. We have blessed. We have loyal heart in reverse. There's a feeling here of this person just feeling like you are this. Like, this is how they view you, in my opinion. There's a feeling here of them, they feel like they don't sit at your table. And like, you deserve to be happy. There's almost this energy of like, I'll leave pile number one alone because they deserve to be happy. Because I have a lot that I have to clean up. Like, I can't be fair to them. There's a feeling of like, I can't be fair to them because I have to deal with my own stuff. And like, yeah. And they might even be like feeling like they have really disappointed you. And like, they might just feel like you're such like a blessing and someone that just deserves to be so happy that I think they really might beat themselves up for any disappointment that they've brought you. I want to ask really quick, like, how is pile number one's person treated pile number one? Like, objectively? Because I just want to see if this person's treated you poorly, like, that isn't cool. And like, I'm sorry for having, or like, of course I still have sympathy for this person because I'm tuned into the energy behind it, but I don't want to minimize if for some of you, this person like has really let you down or has hurt you. I don't think it was intentional, just tuning into this person's energy, and they do feel guilty. So I'm really not getting like any sort of lack of empathy from this person. I'm just getting a lot of shame and that being why they maybe don't reciprocate or they hold themselves back. Let me actually look, what is pile number one's person's intentions then? We have the Fool in reverse. We have the Four of Wands. Oh. We have the Six of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, you guys, Ace of Wands. This person has beautiful intentions towards you. I think like they've just gotten in their own way. Like with the Fool in reverse, I feel like this person is afraid of jumping in here, but we literally have, okay, we have the Four of Wands. For me, this is like creating a solid foundation with a person, with family or like with people, with a relationship. Six of Stones is all about equal give and take, and this person would want to give you everything. Like Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, like they have pure intentions towards you guys, like for sure. So yeah, this just feels like one of those connections where it's just like a shame, you know, that it's sad to observe, and they want you to be happy. And they feel bad if they've come off like we'll get a message from them. I'm very curious to get a message, but they feel bad if they've led you to believe like that they don't care about you. And I think that's something that eats them up inside, but they also struggle though with even just feeling like it'd be better off if they don't, like, I don't know, clarify things. Like they might even wonder if like you hate them or something. Like they could deal with a lot of thoughts like that. Now I'm hearing the G flip. If you guys know who G flip is, this could be LGB. I always say these initials wrong, and I like don't know why. I think it's just like me like saying it wrong, but LGB, I want to say QT, but it's TQ. I just always reverse those. But this could be a same-sex relationship for some of you, because I'm getting like, I've got King Princess and I'm getting G flip now. But she just came out with, and Taylor Swift. You guys must be Taylor Swift fans. Like, some of you guys must be. The G Flip did a cover of, what is it? Oh my God. Cruel Summer. And so I'm just hearing that, like, it's cruel. It's you, the shape of your body. Yeah, I feel like this person really is attracted to you for sure. It doesn't have to be. That's just like for some of you. What was I literally about to go into? Oh, I want to get advice for you guys. We'll get more advice in the extended, but I just want to leave off this pile with like a little bit more of like something. What advice do we have for pile number one when it comes to this connection? What do they need to hear? Oh, be loyal to what you love. You guys, I'm like dying for this pile. Like, oh, this is like this is pulling on my heartstrings. We have dream the world into being. We have be playful. And we have lay a solid foundation. There's always enough. So I feel like with be loyal to what you love here, I feel like Spirit's honestly saying that, like, if you have really strong feelings for this person, but like there's just a lot of wishy-washy energy, or you're just like confused as to whether or not you should even like consider this connection, or like, especially for those of you like with you're the only exception coming through, like this person is pure-hearted. And so I just feel like Spirit's saying some, like with be playful and then be loyal to what you love. I'm really getting like a strong Six of Cups sort of inner child. Like I feel like you and this person's inner child would really get along, or do get along. And I feel like Spirit's saying, like, whatever you dream of, especially for this connection, is possible. I just think there needs to be work when it comes to laying a solid foundation, which might be annoying for you to hear, because it's like maybe some of you guys are sitting here like, I'm ready to do that. But I feel like Spirit's almost just telling you, like, for now, like, the best thing you can do is like try to stay as lighthearted as possible, and trust that like whatever your heart is calling you to, what, like, to be loyal to that, and then to be loyal to what your dream is. And if this person fits in that, like, to not, I'm getting this energy of like, don't give up. I don't know if that's just me saying that, but I'm getting this energy of like, all that we just need to work on the foundation. It says dream the world into being. So it's like the dream, because it's like, let's bring this into reality. So I feel like the main energy of this connection is needing to figure out how can we make this work? Because the vibes are there, like the emotions, the pureness, the intentions are there. Yeah, so I feel like Spirit's just saying like to be continued with this connection, because I'm definitely not getting an energy of like, oh, like, don't waste your time with this, or there's no problems. You know, it's just, it feels like a situation where Spirit's saying, if you have love for someone, like, you don't need to doubt that, essentially. And also I'm getting just this message of, just because things are not appearing correctly in the 3D, they're not a representation right now of the vibes. Like, there is more love between you two than is able to be shown or like experienced right now in the 3D. And that isn't to say like, oh, that means that you should just not have standards or something like that. I definitely think that you should. And if you aren't getting anything back from this person, like, I think it's important to, you know, take that as what it is. But I think also, just because things aren't appearing as they are in the 3D, it doesn't mean that what we feel isn't genuine, or what we felt from someone, or that there isn't something there, or there isn't something really pure with this person, because I think that there is. And I just think you need to know that and like have that validation of hearing that. So anyways, I'm going to take into the extended. I will have it linked down below, in the description box. It'll be the first thing in the description box before the timestamps. Thank you guys to everyone who supports me there. It's one of the easiest ways to support me on a financial level when it comes to these YouTube readings. But anyways, we're going to be getting a channel message from your person. We'll see what they would say to you if they were being completely honest. I want to see what this person wants in the connection. I also want to look at advice for like, what's your best course of action with this person to create the highest outcome. And then we'll just look into like next future like actions from this person, or what you need to know about the future of the connection. And then we'll kind of wrap up the reading from there. So anyways, if this did resonate, again, through energy exchange, you can do things like hitting the like button, subscribing, and leaving a comment. And I'm excited to channel for you guys in the future. Thank you so much for being here, spending your time with me. I really appreciate all of you and this beautiful community. So I hope to connect with you again sometime soon. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Way of the Panda Tarot and this clear quartz heart, this is going to be a reading where we're looking at your person's honest thoughts and feelings for you. We are going to be first doing an energy check-in to see how you currently think and feel about this person in the connection, just to help you guys feel more confident that you picked the right pile. So let's get right into it. Spirit, please tune me into the connection that is on pile number 2's mind most heavily. What is on their heart and mind? Please tune me into the connection that is most relevant to them, that they need the most guidance on. Please help me ground this energy and help pile number 2 feel confident that this is their reading. Oh, wow. Okay. So I asked Spirit, because I was still hearing some of the songs that I was hearing for pile number 1. So I was like, okay, let me clear out that energy. And then I'm hearing a song that's like, I think it's by Usher or Akon. No, I think it's Akon, but it's like, I'm sorry for the things I never said. It's like an apology song. And it's like realizing that I shouldn't. It's actually a really cute and kind of sad song. Let me see if I can just pull it up really quick. I'm sorry for the things. I think it's Akon. Sorry, blame it on me. Aw. It says, as life goes on, I'm starting to learn more and more about responsibility. I realize that everything I do is affecting the people around me. So I want to take this time out to apologize for the things I've done and the things that haven't occurred yet. It says, I'm sorry for the times that I left you home. I wish I could go back to when it was you and me. I'm sorry for the times I would neglect. I'm sorry for the times I disrespect. I'm sorry for all the things that I've done. I'm sorry I haven't always been there for my sons. I'm sorry for the fact I'm not aware. Oh my gosh, wow. I'm not too blind to know all the pain you kept inside. Oof, you guys, heavy vibes. We'll see how this fits in. I just wanted to read some of the lyrics. How is pile number 2 currently thinking and feeling about their person, pile number 2? It's pile number 2's subjective thoughts and feelings about their person, the connection. We have the 7 of Cups. We have the 4 of Pentacles. We have the Magician in reverse. We have the 7 of Swords in reverse. It's pile number 2's current thoughts and feelings. We have the 3 of Pentacles. We have the Page of Swords, and then we have the 2 of Pentacles. And then the High Priestess in reverse. Okay. Wow. Okay, so I am getting an energy. I mean, these are kind of heavy energy. I was kind of sad coming out of pile number 1's pile, but like hitting me with sorry, blame it on me with Akon is just like, wow. Okay. So what's coming through is an energy of, this is making me sad again. Like, I feel like there's an energy here of feeling like maybe you guys weren't honest with yourselves when there could be someone who wasn't super fair with you or honest with you. That could be this person. And there's kind of a genuine energy coming through from you where it's like you may have just tried to support this person or collaborate, but you might be real. Like maybe you guys thought that there was more of a like mutually beneficial connection. There's an energy here of maybe I didn't want to see certain red flags or I didn't want to see certain things about my person with the High Priestess in reverse. I didn't want to see maybe that they weren't super honest or that they weren't, I'm hearing not even honest, isn't integrity, that their integrity wasn't really there. And it could have been like with the 7 of Swords in reverse. For me, this is a card of like not wanting to see the truth of something or like self-deceit. And with the 4 of Pentacles, it could have been that like you guys were trying to hold on to like what you did have in this connection, or like what, like you guys maybe still wanted to make it work or still want to make it work, like trying to find balance with this person. Yeah, maybe some of you guys have really tried to make it work with this person, or maybe it depends on where you guys are at with this connection. What's coming through though is you're so vain, and because I'm hearing clouds in my coffee, looking at the Seven of Cups. All of my dreams, yeah, work. Like, there's a feeling that you haven't been. Sometimes I don't know if what I'm saying is like something you're conscious of, or if this is something I'm like just reading in it, or if it's just a way that like your vibe is. But what's coming through is a sense of an energy where you just like don't want the truth to be there because you care about someone, and kind of realizing that they didn't really have the intentions that you thought that they did. And like kind of, you guys, I'm so sorry to use this example because I'm like not super, like, I'm not trying to compare it to this at all because this is such an extreme example. But what I did channel was, I recently watched, like about like a couple months ago, I watched a documentary that was about Ted Bundy's like girlfriend, and like just how traumatic like that experience was for her. And she just like, a lot of people just kind of like question her and are like, well, like how could you have like stayed with him, or like how could you like not like how could you not see that he was doing that, or that he was like murdering people, right? Or like, you know, that aspect. And so but like her energy, and she was so pure, and it makes me so sad just because of like how like how much shame like she's carried for that. And she's like an older woman now, and like it just really was hard for her and really like difficult. And I think like, I don't know, like a sense of her self-esteem like wasn't like, gosh, sorry, I'm like having a hard time saying this, but it's like, it's just this sense of like good intentions that came from her, and just like, and she was a victim of that too. And like, I just feel like there's kind of an energy here where someone may have been, for some of you, at the very least, like they were somewhat dishonest, and like maybe like told like white lies, or like they didn't follow through with things in the way that like maybe they made it sound like they would, or they may have tried to like kind of keep up a facade of like, yeah, this is making me sad, but I'm getting with the Seven of Cups and the Three of Pentacles, like this feeling of like, I thought we were a team, but like it kind of feels like that was more of like a dream, or like that, like I just wanted to assume the best in the situation, and I think I ignored my intuition. There's a sense here of I ignored my intuition with this person, and I didn't want to see that they maybe weren't super honest, or that they weren't yeah, that's what I'm getting. You didn't like, there's a sense of like not wanting to see like a truth about this person, and like with the Ace of Wands, like maybe just trying to focus on the good aspect. But I do want to clarify. Yeah, and there's a sense here that maybe, gosh, I'm just getting this energy. Maybe some of you feel like a sense of like, I should have like questioned this person more, or I should have looked into it more, but I didn't. Like maybe I was afraid to look, or like I didn't ask questions. I didn't make sure that I didn't want to ask questions, you know? I just wanted to kind of believe what I wanted to believe, and hope that this person was like being honest with me, or that I like could trust them. And I just feel like, and maybe even some of you guys felt like you were like busy or something, and so it was just like maybe like certain truths about this person, or maybe things like slip between your fingers sometimes, where it was like you maybe were focusing on other things, and like you didn't make it like a priority to like ask more questions about maybe what your intuition was telling you. Because I feel like you guys would know that there's like a sense of intuition that you had about this person that you maybe overlooked. And there could just be this feeling of like, I didn't ask questions, or like, and with the Four of Pentacles here, it could even be this energy of like, I didn't want to go through loss. Like I didn't want to go through the Five of Pentacles if I found out something that I didn't like. Why is the Four of Pentacles here? I just wanted clarity on that. Six of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I think you have, this is like sad because I feel like there's a sense of, oh, I feel like for some of you, it could be like your childhood, or, like maybe you just like wanted a sense of security with this person, and like, because of what had happened to you in your past, like maybe you didn't, yeah, I'm getting here like this kind of energy, like the Star in reverse, the Ten of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune. Like you may have settled for this person, or like they're just, for some of you guys, it could be something from your childhood where you may have just like wanted to grab onto what you could, or like maybe like settled onto something because maybe this seemed like a good option, and maybe you haven't had it the easiest in life. And so it's like with the Wheel of Fortune reverse, this can be an energy of kind of just feeling like the universe isn't going to be in your favor. Maybe sometimes you guys don't like change, I'm hearing, is like maybe for some of you, a reason why you kind of maybe didn't listen to your intuition about certain things is because you've already like maybe had enough change in your life, or you just feel like you've already been through enough betrayal, and just there's just a feeling of you didn't want to look at this maybe for what it was. But can we get the Magician in reverse clarified, please, Spirit? Yeah, the Ace of Wands in reverse. There's a sense of you didn't want to think that this was too good to be true. Yeah, Ten of Cups in reverse. You didn't want to think that. I think you really did want to believe that like there was a genuine energy that wasn't like a red flag. Like especially if this person like love bombed you, or like there was a lot of like passionate energy in the beginning. Can we clarify the Three of Pentacles? Especially if there's like children in, this is just for some of you, like if there was children involved, or like maybe your parents, like you went through something with that. With the King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, there's a sense here of like wanting to believe that this person, like there was, yeah, that you, oh gosh, sorry, there's dogs barking, but that you could move to a better place with this person, or that this person was going to be stable for you, or something like that. But with the King of Pentacles in reverse, there's a sense of like maybe not seeing like this person's true character clearly. But yeah, I feel like I've said that enough. So hopefully you guys would know at this point, like, who this is. And if this is not your pile, of course, like, don't force this to fit. I would recommend choosing another pile. But yeah, Blame It On Me is really coming through strongly. And so if this is resonating for you and you want future readings to be more specific to your situation, a way that can happen is for you to doing things like hitting the like button, commenting, subscribing, all seem kind of superficial, but they do connect me more with your energy, especially when I'm able to read your guys' comments and connect with your guys' stories. So I appreciate everyone that has been interacting with me on this channel. I do feel that it helps me tune in more specifically to you guys, if that makes sense. And especially tune into those that are most connected with me, you know, and because I feel like I probably read for a lot of people that will listen to this and go, that, like, I don't really connect with you, or like, I don't connect with you, Kate, like, you know, like as a reader. And so, but I'm probably still reading for their situation. So I'd like to focus more on people that do really connect with me. So thank you guys for interacting with the channel. Also, there will be an extended reading. We're going to be figuring that out as we go, just to see what would be most useful for you guys. So stay tuned for that. But anyways, let's get in. Spirit, please tune me into pile number 2's person, their thoughts, feelings, their energy towards pile number 2 and the connection. Wow. I'm just reading the lyrics again for Blame It On Me. Okay, so what are pile number 2's person's current thoughts and feelings for pile number 2? We have the Knight of Cups in reverse. 2 of Swords. Magician reverse. Oof. Okay. Strength in reverse. I'm really getting like all ready for this pile. Like I just want to say I'm sorry for a lot of you that like have dealt with this person. I'm sure it's going to be different for all of you, like how far into the connection you got with this person. For some of you, this could be an ex-husband. For some of you, this could be someone that you like started dating, or even someone that you talked to for a month, like a situationship. It doesn't really matter what the status is, but regardless, I'm just already getting this energy where this person is someone, and this is going to come a lot from like my higher self to explain this to you rather than like, but it's going to be their thoughts and feelings, but I need to explain what's behind them. So with the Knight of Cups in reverse, the 2 of Swords, the Magician in reverse, this person truly does lack integrity. So for those of you that have been like questioning that, this is definitely your confirmation that unfortunately, like this person, when it comes to problem solving or what they should do in a connection, and I feel like they're thinking of that right now, this person wants to say whatever they have to say, even if it isn't genuine or they're not going to follow through, just to get what they kind of want in the situation. With the 2 of Swords, I'm kind of getting like, what should I say? With the Knight of Cups in reverse and the Magician in reverse, it's like, it's kind of emotionally manipulative. I feel like this is the kind of person who tries to say all of the right things when they're getting called out or when someone actually like pulls away from the connection. I feel like with Strength in reverse, they really don't have a plan to be a better person. There's a cowardice energy here with Strength in reverse. There's a lack of integrity, and there's a sense of, there's just a sense of ingenuine energy where to get what they want, they try to manipulate the situation or say what they need to say, what they think would be the best way. Like they try to strategize is what I'm getting. What else from pile number 2's person? Is there energy, thoughts, feelings, intentions? We have the 9 of Swords in reverse. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. And then we have the 5 of Wands in reverse at the back of the deck. Okay. So I feel like, so your person, their energy is pretty fearful. Like this person is someone who does stress out about you. I want to say there is a level of care for you, but it's their level of like ability to show up for you and embody that level of care and emotion. They care with all this. I just want to say first off, they do care about you. But they lack the character to, okay, this is what I'm kind of getting as an example. So, and I'm going to try to say this in the most like respectful way. But it's kind of a situation. I'm getting an energy where I feel like your person's almost trying to explain it this way. So I do want to say it, but there's an energy of, let's say someone came from less privilege than another person and they each want the same thing. This person may kind of like be used to trying to get what they want without going about it in the most like upright way, for example. So like, let's say that someone wanted to, and I'm kind of getting this like example being like, especially like communities that are underprivileged and like don't have the same resources or funding, or they don't come from like rich like families that whatever pay for everything. And like I'm just getting this a lot of this is coming through in pile number 1. I don't know why this is a theme for me today, but it's like there's like a theme of how we are brought up, or like what we experience in our family shaping the way we move in the world, which is already something that's very obvious. But I'm just saying, like, for example, someone that had parents that had a lot of money, like, are going to be able to pay for a tutor so someone can get good grades, and then they'll go to college, and then they'll pay for their college, and then they might get a job, like maybe they'll go to law school and they'll become a lawyer, right? And then they'll have the money they need to buy whatever the heck from the store down the street. But let's say, so then that's like an upright way of going about like buying something, right? I feel like, let's say that there's another person who dealt with a lot of like abuse in their home, which doesn't always have to be the case, but I'm just saying, like, let's say someone dealt with abuse, no support, they had to move out like at 18, or like they didn't even have like a family. So everything was so much harder for them. And so they're used to, and so let's say that when it comes to them getting this item from the store, they're going to steal it and they're not going to feel. And so then there's this question of morality, like, is that person wrong for that? Does the person that went about it in the right way deserve to look down upon the person that stole it? And I know this is like a bigger sort of ethical debate, but in my opinion, that's what's coming through for this. There's kind of an energy of this person being used to having to, like, I'm getting manipulate, but it's in a way where it's like, imagine that someone didn't have very much resources. So they had to be nifty. They had to be strategic. They had to learn how to get what they want, in a way where maybe it's almost like they didn't have the privilege to maybe have the best morals, which I'm also not trying to say that everyone who doesn't have good morals, it's not their fault. I'm saying that there's a lot of factors that go into these readings, and I want to bring nuance into the situation, because I feel like for a lot of these people, I think that their tendency to be this way is something that they've learned. And I feel like this person has learned how to fight, or has learned how to get stuff done, even if just with the means justifying, with the end justifying the means, right? I'm just going to go sip a coffee. And so I feel like in situations where this is a lot, like, I don't know, I'm not trying to put, I'm just going to say, for my example, that could be something that this person had to do to survive, right? And so in that context, it doesn't have to be literally this person. I'm just getting this energy. So whatever this person's background is, it could be like that. It could be completely different. But I'm just getting that they've brought this sort of strategy over into relationships. And that's where it feels less appropriate, where it's like, you know, love is something, like being a trustworthy, dependable, honest person is something you can do even if you don't like have the most money, or you don't have the most time. Whatever it is, that's something you can give people. And I feel like in this situation, this person doesn't think that way. Like, doesn't think, let me go about this in the most honest way. Like, I feel like they get anxious, they have a lot of fear, and then they act out of fear, they problem solve, they try to get what they want with the least amount of resources possible. And for me, those resources feel like the truth, feel like having integrity and just being honest with you. I feel like there's this sense of like this person not really believing that they can be this like standout person. Like, they don't really see themselves that way. And there's just a sense of like, this is just how I do things. And like, obviously I know objectively it isn't right, but imagine if you had to do that for a lot of other things. Eventually, don't you think you'd get tired of people going, oh, that's so wrong? But then it's like, well, sometimes I've had to do this to survive. Does that make sense? Where it's almost like you can get in the habit of being like this, like being like the magician in reverse, being someone who has to be creative in getting what they want, and to a certain level manipulative. And so I am getting this energy with this person where there is a level of manipulation when it comes to their thoughts and feelings about you. They feel like they have to I think that this person uses like words. They use things that require less energy, which is like love bombing, right? And then not following through on their actions, through bending the truth, bending what happened, confusing you even. I feel like there's even an energy here of like this person maybe wanting there to be reasonable denial for certain situations. There's an energy here of this person, and so I'm not saying that this is right, because as I dive more into it, I'm getting like sort of a more concerning energy where I'm getting that this person, they may want you to be in a confused state, this is turning a little bit more narcissistic, right? But it's like, even like, I don't know, whatever. I'm just saying that with the 9 of Swords in reverse, it's kind of this energy of like, this person may want you to be in a state of stress so then they can win you over better. And like, this person may intentionally, which is a very abusive sort of energy to be in, right? But I do think that this person does think about you very strategically, and there's an energy here of like, you just need to know that this person, because of their own perceived lack and weaknesses and fears that they have, it's almost like that's just like the way that they engage with other people. So that was very long-winded, but I feel like this person tries to find a way of getting around having a fight with you. This person tries to, I'm getting like, kind of dominate your perception, which again is very like narcissistic. And again, like, I do not condone like this behavior. I just think like having a nuanced perspective of it can be good. But for some other people, like some people are born with a different brain, and then they're like a sociopath, and it doesn't matter like if they grew up in like the most, well, it can help. It's like they have a higher risk for behavior that's potentially dishonest, but it's just kind of realizing that for some of you, maybe this is someone who's just born with a different kind of a brain, so they don't have as much empathy. For others of you, this could be something that they learned because of how they were treated in their life, and so this is how they've learned this is what they've had shown to them, modeled them. They don't know better, and it's harder for them to be better right now, because that takes like a lot of strength to become a better person, especially if you weren't treated that way. But a lot of people are out here doing that, and I don't know why I'm getting so caught up in this. And maybe some of you guys like get like long-winded in like analyzing this person, and you guys might try to give this person a lot of benefit of the doubt, because I feel like I'm doing that. Doesn't have to be for everyone, but I think you guys could be like that. But yeah, there's kind of this energy here of this person having this goal and intention to knock your confidence about anything that maybe would pull you away from them. This person does not want to lose you, but the way that they're trying to keep you is not by being a better person for you. It's not by listening to what's wrong. It's by trying to control your perception and trying to eliminate a sense of confusion that you might have about, or like, they don't want you to feel certain with this Knight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, this is kind of crappy, because like with the 4 of Swords, it's like they don't want you to get some sort of clarity around them where you just like cut things off with them, or you like see through them. This is someone who would deny the truth even if you like told them like what you think. So you guys do need to be careful with this person. Or try, you can do whatever you want, but I would recommend being careful. All right, let's clarify. Quick, clarify strength. We have 4 of Wands in reverse. Quick, clarify the 9 of Swords in reverse. The Empress. Yeah, you guys, I'm really getting this energy of this person wanting to keep you in this feeling of like needing this person. They may even use any insecurity you have on yourself, because with the Empress in reverse, for me, this is a feeling of like not getting what you deserve. I feel like this person could like withhold or neglect like being caring towards you, or sort of like providing or giving you like a certain level of care that you deserve. And so I feel like this person, yeah, for some of you, like, especially this person, like, threatens things like, I'm leaving you. Like, this is someone who's capable of flipping the script on you and not taking any accountability for things. So just, yeah, again, like, be really careful. I feel like this person doesn't want you to see your value. They don't want you to stand in your strength and, like, walk away from them. Why is the Two of Swords here? We have the Knight of Wands. Can we clarify the Knight of Cups? We have the World in reverse. Yeah, there's an energy here where this person really, the way they feel is they don't want things to end with you. And I feel like with the Two of Swords, they may just like kind of try to take action towards you even when you're not feeling sure. It's like this person can be very impulsive, or like they could, I'm getting an energy where it's like, let's say that you're clearly upset about something and like you need to talk about it. This person may then choose to be very like charming or like exciting and adventurous with you, and then that fades like the next day, like with the Ace of Wands in reverse. And it's just this inconsistent, if I feel like you're gonna leave, like I might do something. I might either make you question yourself and feel too insecure to do that, or I might make a decision for you, or like make you feel like you don't know what to do, so like I have more control. There's a lot of energy around like needing to control. Can we clarify the Ace of Wands in reverse? We have the Two of Wands. There's an energy where this person likes to keep you in a state of them not having to actually like to make a plan with this person. Like they find a way to manipulate the situation to be the way that they want it. And I feel like that involves them not having to put in as much energy, or not having to show you like a clear plan. Or maybe they even tell you that you guys are going to do this, or that like this is what's going to happen in the future, and then they don't follow through. Why is the Magician in reverse? Yeah, Seven of Cups. This person creates confusion. They're manipulative. Like this person tries to paint a picture of something that's like a pretty dream. It's like clouds in my coffee, right? Like there's just a sense that this person really uses uncertainty, confusion, to manipulate you and not allow you to like call them out for it, or like make a change. This is a really difficult person to experience. I'm sure I don't need to be the one to tell you that, but I want to validate that for you. Okay, let me see. So I feel like I just want to think about for the extended reading. I want to look at what you need to understand about this person and how they operate. Like, I just want to go even deeper into this person's psyche and like really make it clear to you. I want to look at any, I'm going to write some of these down, but I want to look at any manipulation that you need to be aware of. Yeah, so that's what that's going to first point kind of be around. Like, what do you need to understand about this person and how they operate, i.e. manipulation tactic. I feel like I already talked about it, but I just want to go more into depth with it and just like make sure it's really clear. I want to look at, because I feel like I don't want to give this person a voice of like what would they want to say to you, because it's not reliable what they would say to you. I want to look at what your spirit team wants you to know, and what you're learning through this. I'm going to look at your best next actions for your highest good. And then any like closing advice. Okay, so this is going to be a reading where we kind of go into your person a bit more, just to really like make sure you guys are prepared to handle this person, or even for it to validate you. I want to go over like the best way to handle this kind of a situation. yeah, so that's what we're gonna be looking at in the extended. If you guys are interested, again, I'll have it linked down below in the description box. But anyways, thank you guys so much for being here. Again, hitting the like button, leaving a comment, subscribing are all things you can do to better connect with my energy for future readings and to support the channel. So thank you so much for your time. I hope to connect with you again soon. And I'll see those of you that are joining me in the extended. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose the Witch's... Why do I keep messing this up? The Witch's Garden Tarot and the Green Adventuring Palm Stone. This is going to be your reading where we're looking at, let me just get this in the corner, how your person is, honestly, this is green fluorite. I don't know what's going on in this intro here. But anyways, thank you for being here. We are going to be looking at your person's honest thoughts and feelings for you. We're going to be starting off with an energy check-in just to see where you currently stand, what your current thoughts and feelings are towards this person. You guys, I've been really channeling music strongly, and the song that's coming through is Single Ladies. If you liked it, then you should have put a ring on it. That's what's coming through immediately for this group. But we'll see if that is relevant. But Spirit, please tune me into the connection that is most prominent on pile number 3's heart and mind. The one that they need the most clarity on at this time. Please help me ground this reading so pile number 3 is able to recognize that this is their pile, that this is a reading that will provide them more clarity. All right. How is pile number 3 currently feeling and thinking about their person in this connection? What are their subjective thoughts and feelings here? All right, we have the 4 of Wands in reverse. I just saw that, so that's interesting. So make sure we're in a good spot. The lighting might be a little bit off. I'm actually filming at night rather than during the day. So I apologize if the lighting is a little bit off. I don't know why I feel like the screen is way this way. Okay, sorry guys. Okay. How is pile number 3 currently feeling and thinking about their person? We had the Magician in reverse. The Magician in reverse also came out for pile number 2, but I'm getting a very, I'm getting more of a sassy vibe for this group, like a, and this is not at all, I just feel like you guys could be at different places in a journey or not even related at all, but I feel like for pile number 2 is a little bit more, like I felt like I had to bolster the person's sense of confidence that they're right, that something isn't okay, and I feel like with this group, you guys are kind of like, well, if you liked it, then you should have put a ring on it. Like, you know, yeah, with the Knight of Swords here, I feel like you guys are pretty aware of what, like, you guys are confident in how you're feeling, I think. What else for pile number 3? What are their current thoughts and feelings for this person in connection? We have 10 of Wands. Yeah, you guys are like, I feel like there's this energy where with the 10 of Wands, you guys are at this point of like, I am tired of this. I'm tired of, I feel burdened by this connection. I feel like I've taken on too much responsibility. I feel like I'm kind of at the end of my rope here. I feel like with the 4 of Wands in reverse too, it's kind of funny that this is coming out and it says like, if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it, which is the 4 of Wands. Like, I'm pretty sure this is, well, the 4 of Wands can be about marriage. And so I feel like this is a situation where, I just think you're kind of over it, or like, but you're at a point where I think you're realizing that this person isn't giving you the stability that you deserve. You might be unhappy with like how much action this person has taken, or like with the Magician in reverse, it could even be like this lack of effort that you could be feeling, but I want to get a little more. All right. Beyonce energy really strong in this group. What else for pile number 3? We have the Page of Swords. I'm also getting Doja Cat. Like, the sass will give you a panic attack. I feel like that's like What song is that from? But I'm getting that energy, right? Like a very like empowered like female singer. How is pile number you guys could have a good sense of humor too. I feel like there's a sense of like almost making like jokes about it, but actually being annoyed at the same time or like fed up. Okay, what else? How is pile number 3 currently feeling and thinking about their person? Also, I don't know, with the sun in reverse, I don't know if I said, but like this is just an energy check-in. I don't know why I'm like doubting this. But then we'll get into your person's honest thoughts and feelings. This is just the beginning. So if you guys want to skip this, you don't want to hear it, you can definitely skip forward for when I'm going into your person. But I like to do an energy check-in. So we have the sun in reverse. Yeah, I feel like you've kind of given up on like, I feel like you don't see the same vision that you saw for this connection at one point. Like you're kind of over, I feel like you're over trying. I feel like you're over like extending yourself to this connection and trying to make things better or like turn things around, but I feel like you just are like not seeing it anymore. But there is a sass, there's a sense of frustration and just like, are you kidding me kind of. What are pile number 3's honest thoughts and feelings currently towards their person? We have the star in reverse. Yeah, for sure. That's exactly what I was saying. The Page of Wands. You're like tired with the sun. This is almost even more of what I was saying with the star. It's like you're tired of well, the sun is a star, I guess. So it's like kind of this energy of I'm tired of holding up optimism for this connection. I'm tired of holding a vision for what I thought was possible here. Like I'm just like done. I'm done being the person that has to like figure everything out or like problem solve. I feel like you're over like problem solving for this and trying to like push it forward. With the Page of Wands, oh my god, we literally have the Queen of Wands underneath. You could be feeling like you're a Queen of Wands and this person's like a Page of Wands, like wasting your time, or like you just feel tired of like, you feel disappointed, tired of what this person's been able to show for themselves. Yeah. Why is the Magician in reverse? Oh, look at this. We have like the same little fox like looking up. I feel like you're tired of making up for this person's like lack of, I want to say efficiency or like not even efficiency, but like lack of competency. Like you feel almost like tired of having to do everything yourself or like figure it out yourself. Yeah, we have Strength in reverse, 2 of Wands. Yeah, like you're tired of being the one that has to like, I'm getting like I'm hearing some funny things, but I'm getting this energy where it's like, why don't you make a plan for the future? Why don't you figure it out? Why don't you have the strength to like make this happen? Yeah, you don't feel like this person mirrors your energy. You're not getting what you deserve, I feel. Why is the Magician in reverse though? We have the Hierophant, yeah. So it could even, yeah, literally if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. Like, I'm tired of this BS. Like, are we or are we not? Like 2 of Cups in reverse, the Hermit. There's an energy here of, oh, I'm hearing, now I'm hearing Olivia Rodrigo, not Olivia Rodrigo, Billie Eilish. I don't relate to you, no, 'cause I never treat me this shitty. You made me hate this city. Yeah, so, but I do feel like there's an essence of this person not meeting your standards, not meeting like what you want for your future, like not building a strong enough foundation with you, letting you down, just like feeling like fed up, like honestly is what I'm getting. Just not on the same page as well. Like you don't share the same values. This person isn't honoring your standards in the way that you feel that you need. It's not that you feel that you need, that you need. Why is the Page of Swords here? 2 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I feel like you're tired of trying to figure things out. I feel like you're tired of problem solving and trying to move things forward, strategizing, making a plan. I feel like you guys have been the ones to like be more efficient in the connection or be more intentional. And I just feel like you're tired of like being that person. I feel like this is very much what I'm getting. So I'm going to leave it there at the energy check-in. I think if you liked, then you should have put a ring on it. Like sums up this vibe pretty well, actually. You get a sip of coffee. All right, let's tune into pile number 3's person. I'm sure this will be interesting. What are pile number 3's person's honest thoughts and feelings for pile number 3? This deck smells like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I'm really into it. It smells really good. All right. What is pile number 3's person's energy, honest thoughts, and feelings towards them? Or pile number 3's person's. Okay, we have the Sun. Very interesting. We have the Three of Cups. This person... Okay, this is already annoying me because I feel like this person is like... This is bothering me. Like, I feel like this person's in too much of a lighthearted energy. I feel like for where you're at, like, I feel like this really shows this sense of disconnect between the two of you. This person could be really childish. Or like they may act immature for their age. But it's almost like this person is like I'm just getting this vibe of like this person having fun and like everything's good, or like everything is way better than with the Sun. Sometimes it can be an energy where it can be a depressed energy, but it could also be one where you're like overly optimistic about something and like you're not really seeing things practically. So I'm kind of getting that vibe. What else for pile number 3's person's feelings, thoughts, energy towards pile number 3? The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the King of Swords in reverse. Yeah, it's like this yeah, I'm not surprised to see that. We have the Moon. Okay. The Nine of Cups in reverse. Interesting. Okay. This is interesting. So I'm getting here, I feel like this person is avoiding this person's avoiding accountability. I feel like they're like with the King of Swords here in reverse, I'm getting this as a lack of that kind of an energy. Like with the King of Swords, I feel like you'd actually really appreciate this person coming through in a more with the King of Swords energy upright, being very like clear cut, logical, serious, taking the situation seriously, cutting through all the nonsense, cutting through the BS. Like I feel like this person is like lacking a sense of clarity and discernment and intentionality that you are looking for. And so in their thoughts and feelings, with the Three of Cups, it's like this person very well could be there's like willfully ignorant, like ignorance is bliss energy kind of coming through, like not taking things seriously. Like that's like the crux of this energy. Like I'm not taking it seriously what's going on. They could even feel, we have Cancer energy, we have Leo, and like Jupiter. It's like, this is interesting. Okay, and we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. So I'm getting here, I might have to clarify a couple, but it's almost like this person's like, I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, you know, things aren't like going as well. Like with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like there's like thoughts of like, oh, I feel like things aren't like really going well right now, but like I don't really know. Like I can't be sure. There's a sense that I just heard shirked responsibility. I've never heard that word. Is that a real word, shirked? You guys, I have to find out now. It's probably annoying when I look stuff up, but it's like I need to know. Shirked. What? Avoid neglect, duty or responsibility. I don't even know that word, you guys. Like, that's crazy. Being unwilling to do something difficult. Like, yes, that's exactly what I'm getting. I feel like this person puts off responsibility with the Nine of Cups in reverse. For me, this tells me that this person, like, isn't getting what they want in the situation right now. But the way that they're dealing with that, and I can see why there's frustration here. We do have the Three of Swords and the Tower. I think this person copes in life by not taking things seriously, or not like, by almost like telling themselves that there's nothing they could do anyways or something. Because with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like, and the Moon, there's a sense of them. I'm trying to put this into words. It's like, let me give an example. Like, let's say that you don't know if you're going to get into, it's true that a certain level of this is out of your control. Like what you guys, college examples and high school is coming up so much. I don't know why my mind is here, but anyways, or or let's say a job. Let's go a little more mature. Obviously, you don't know whether or not you're going to get a job when you, like, in general. But just because you don't know, like, there's certain ways that you can make that more likely. Like, by being very prepared for the interview, by following up on the interview with, like, a thank you, by, like, researching the role and things. There's certain things you can do to make things more known. There's this energy around, like, well, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I can't control that, so I'm not going to stress about it. But it's like, maybe you should stress about it, because if you want to get what you want, you need to realize that there's a lot more accountability and action and, like, intentionality that you need to infuse into a situation if you want your ideal outcome. And so their energy is like, I like pile number 3, like, you know, I don't know if they're, like, not too happy with me. Like, I feel like there's a lot of, like, uncertainty right now. And, like, if someone, like, asks, like, how, they'd be like, no, like, I, like, want things to work out. But it's like, what are you doing about that, though? You know, there's just a sense of, like, in my mind is like, is this person, like, we'll dig into it for sure at some point, either now or in the extended. And by the way, if you guys are resonating, a way you can better connect with my energy and I can channel more specifically for your situation is through liking the video, leaving a comment, subscribing, and so I can read your guys' comments and interact with you. And it also supports my channel, so thank you for doing that. And there will be an extended reading. Sorry to, like, break things up here, but I will definitely get into the nuances of this person either in the YouTube or the extended. But I'm getting here, there's kind of a clueless energy, but it's almost, to me, it feels like a coping mechanism where they don't get their hopes up, or like it's like, so when they don't get what they want, they don't feel that bad about it because they didn't try that hard. That's the energy I'm getting. Yeah. And so it's like, and I'm hearing, like, chronically, you know how there's that song Chronically Cautious that's coming through right now? And so it's like they could lack commitment or lack, it's kind of clueless though. It's interesting. It's this energy where it's like this person is intentionally keeping things at a surface level or not thinking into the nuances of a situation. They could even try to avoid thinking about you, and they might just, like, distract themselves by, like, trying to keep busy or, like, having fun or something. But it's kind of like this, it is a toxic positivity where it negates responsibility, which I feel like for some of you are like, like, tell me about it. Because yeah, I'm really picking that up. And that could be how this person, like, deals with uncertainty or, maybe copes with not getting what they want or something. But let me clarify why. And the Queen of Pentacles being here, I mean, I'm not surprised to see that. I think this person does, what's interesting about them is that they do see your value. They do have fun with you. They do feel positive about you. It's not that they don't even see your value. It's like, it's some sort of way that this person goes about things that are just, like, creating unnecessary difficulties where it's like, and I totally understand your guys' perspective where it's like, if you liked it, then you should have put a ring on it. If you liked it, if you like me and you see my value, why aren't you moving in a way that shows that? Like, and this person could even offend you by sort of being too casual. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? We have the Eight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, so I feel like this person is aware, like, I'm sure you know they're aware, but there's just this helpless energy that's coming through with the Hangman and, like, not seeing your perspective. But with they feel right now like the Eight of Wands has come up in reverse a lot, and I just researched it a lot. And so there's just this energy with the Eight of Wands. It's this feeling of, like, things were going in a good direction, but they've, like, boomeranged back, and, like, there's sort of been a blockage in a situation. At worst, it's like things have turned sour, or, like, less severe could just be that things aren't moving forward, or there's blockages to moving forward. Like, this person feels like it is aware that things are blocked with you. Why is the Sun here then? Are they making light of it? The Three of Wands. This is so interesting. Yeah. And with the Three of Wands, it's kind of this energy of like, well, things didn't work out, or like the Three of Wands for me is an energy of things aren't moving forward, but it's literally your fault. Like I literally just read into both of these cards because I got them in readings I was doing for myself. And so this person has this issue when things don't go their way. They extremely underestimate what role they had in that happening. And with the Three of Wands, it's like your lack of communication, your lack of you're doing this. You know what I mean? It's like, but then it's like with the Sun here, it's like I'm getting an energy of like staying positive, or like, oh, like whatever, you know. I could see how this is very frustrating. Very frustrating energy. But yeah, because of the Three of Wands and the Eight of Wands are both an energy of like a situation turning sour, not going in the right direction, not evolving as it should, being on a different page from someone, sort of like just not being on the same page. It's not a good sign, obviously. And so it doesn't make sense to me yet, though. Okay, but why are they being so positive? Okay, with the Ten of Pentacles. And it's interesting because we have the King of Pentacles in reverse, then the Queen of Pentacles upright. Can we get one more for the Ten of Pentacles? King of Wands. Okay. So I am hearing that this person, I'm getting two messages. One of them is that like this person may just like assume that they're going to end up in a good situation, or that like, because with the Ten of Pentacles, I'm not surprised to see that, given that being about like long-term family and commitment and like traditional values, or just like building a like a legacy with someone, building something that's going to last with another person, right? With the King of Wands being in reverse, for me, this could be either that this person lacks vision for the future, like completely, like they're just like living in the now, or like living too short-sightedly, like they don't have big goals, or they don't think that far ahead, like they don't let themselves get attached. Or for some of them, they like, well, they're kind of similar, I guess, but for other people, the emphasis could be more on a lack of a plan. Like it's like you're not moving things forward. The King of Wands upright is someone who has a vision for what they want and they take action towards it. They have a plan, they have passion, there's forward movement. Yeah, it's all in the wand suit here. So it's like action and passion and moving things beyond maybe like the Ace of Wands here. But I'm seeing that this person either assumes that they're going to get in the Ten of Pentacles without much effort from them, or they don't even have a vision for the Ten of Pentacles. Like it's not even on their radar to, this could be someone who doesn't want to grow up, kind of an energy, or someone that like just wants to have a good time, just wants things to be casual. And it's like, okay, well, most people at this age, or like, that's not what I'm looking for. And it feels a bit extreme with this person, where it's like, it's just like, go with the flow. Like, you know, things don't work out, like, that's okay. Like, it's like this person's afraid to take things seriously because of getting hurt, or because of potential failure. It's like, instead they would just prefer to live this sort of a casual life, I guess, where they're not thinking too much about things. This person doesn't really like to think. Okay, can we clarify the King of Swords in reverse? We have the Five of Cups. I think that this person is avoiding, I think that they avoid really processing past disappointment. This person could have something from their past that was disappointing, either maybe with their family. There's something that they maybe haven't processed, and like the way that they try to cope with that pain is by not thinking things through, not processing them. I think that they don't really process their emotions that are like a little bit heavier. I think this person struggles with heavier emotions. Yeah. Why is the Moon here? We have the Ace of Pentacles. Why is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse? the Hermit. So we have Virgo energy as well. Okay, I'm kind of getting like you're more in this Hermit energy. The way that this person copes, like I feel like this person has avoided, I'm getting this energy where they've avoided, they avoid spending time with themselves. They don't have a super close relationship with themselves because I feel like they kind of keep themselves distracted or just move from one thing to the next thing. And I feel like life tries to get them to like need to reflect or like slow down kind of. But I think this person really avoids doing like deeper work. Yeah, especially with the moon being here. So I'm getting this energy where it's like this person is afraid of looking at their shadows. So they kind of like try to distract or do whatever they can to not have to face them. And I feel like in this case, this person has wounds around past disappointment and maybe rejection or like self-esteem. I'm actually getting self-esteem here where it's like this person has a fear of not being adequate, I think. And so when things don't go their way, I feel like they like to chalk it up to it not being meant to be or it being like out of their hands to avoid having to reflect on why they didn't do certain things or like, why do I think that this didn't work out? It's like this lack of reflection with the King. It's like they don't ask why enough. They don't go, I wonder why pile number 3. I wonder why I am not taking things to the next level with pile number 3. Like that'd be a good question to ask yourself. But I feel like this person tries to avoid reflection like that. And then with the Ace of Pentacles here, I feel like there's a sense of there being these opportunities, but a lot of things like not getting off the ground with this person. Like I feel like they might just like cycle a lot with like new beginnings or like they like to like think about the potential of something, but they don't really like to take it seriously and, you know, bring things along to the next level. I think because it triggers wounds within them that they try very actively to not look at. And so I feel like a way that they try to cope with your connection, especially, like there's an energy where they try to act like they don't want things that bad, or they kind of like subconsciously prepare for things to not go well so they don't really get invested in the first place, is what I'm getting. And even if they do care, which I'm getting that this person like underneath these layers of self, like the Queen of Pentacles is here, and so I feel like this person really does see your value. Yeah, Queen of Cups underneath, but I just think that there's wounds here around how scary it is to like go after what you want and to admit that like something really matters to you, you know? It's kind of a cop-out to like not take things seriously, you know? It's like, what if you did take your goals seriously? What if you did allow yourself to have like relationship goals or like goals for the future? It's like this person protects themselves by staying very nonchalant. That's the best way I could wrap up this person's energy. I want to see if there's any other like I'm just getting that like the way that this person copes with like this probably is a triggering situation for them, that you're not happy with them or that you want more of them, because it triggers their wound of not enough or like I'm not enough. Yeah, and so I want to see like I'm getting for a lot of them, they try to like distract themselves. They may try to do what they can to not have you leave, but I feel like they aren't willing to step up the plate. I want to see, let's get a couple deeper. What's the root of this energy? Yeah, this person's afraid of disappointment. There's almost this energy, like, you know, it's like when someone's afraid to even say that they, like, want something because what if they don't get it? Like with the King of Swords, it's like, if you always act like you don't know what you want, then you can't really embarrass yourself or get disappointed, and you can't really fail then, because apparently you don't care, you know, or like you don't know what you want. Or yeah, this person stays in that energy to protect themselves from failure, I think. Can we clarify this, please, Spirit? It's now safe to acknowledge the dysfunction associated with continuing the behaviors that no longer serve me. Yeah, like for real. Like, there is this dysfunctional energy where they kind of, I'll just read the rest though. It says, I choose to remember that although certain behaviors were once helpful to me, it's both natural and acceptable to choose differently in order to honor this version of myself I am just now stepping into. So I think this is like their comfort zone, maybe keeping things light. Like, I think this is a coping mechanism that they have, and it's like they're kind of blindly, or not blindly, subconsciously, like attached to this behavior that they've at this point in their life, I'm getting that they've already seen that this isn't really functional, but it's almost like they don't want to let go of it. Yeah, it might even be that they don't want to acknowledge it, honestly. I am getting that it's like they know if they were to just spend some time thinking about it and reflecting, but that they really don't want to. It says, I forgive myself for feeling as though I may somehow mess everything up should I choose to trust myself. I choose to believe that every time I allow myself to gently follow my instinct, I strengthen my intuitive muscle and set myself up for future success. Yeah, and it's interesting that future success is here. And so Spirit's saying that another part of this is that they could have had experiences in the past where, or I don't want to say that. I just want to say that there's an energy here of like being afraid that what they want isn't going to make them happy. They have a fear of like trusting that they want something. And maybe something that they wanted in the past, or someone that they got involved with ended up being really toxic or like really hurtful to them. It could be that. But it's kind of giving me this is like what I would describe it for myself. One time I made a decision to get a sales job in San Francisco, and it was just like one of the worst experiences of my life. And like after that, I was kind of afraid to commit to making any other decisions, because I was like, I thought I wanted that, and it ended up being so bad that like I trust myself less now. And like I've been rebuilding that trust with myself that I can trust, and like remembering that when I did make that decision, it wasn't really coming from a place of like intuition. It was more coming from like a fear-based mindset. But it's kind of needing to realize the difference between those two. That requires reflection, that requires like analyzing yourself. And so I feel like there's this energy where a part of why they're afraid is they're afraid to commit to something that they want because they don't trust that it's a good decision. They're afraid of getting their hopes up. They don't trust in their natural feeling that this is good, this makes me happy, I want to move towards it. And it's like the more invested that they get in something, the more scary it feels, because it's like the more possible that it is that things could go wrong. And I'm also seeing here that it's like this person can feel this uncertainty if things will even go right with the Wheel of Fortune and the Moon. So it's kind of like, why get too invested if it could go wrong anyways? Yeah, that's what I'm getting as like a big aspect of this energy that they have. Okay, I want to think about what to go into for the extended. I want to see what this person would want you to know if they were being like completely honest with you, what they feel they would want to share with you. I want to look at whether or not this person is going to be shifting this energy, or like what's likely to happen in the near future, just so you guys can plan accordingly. I want to get advice from Spirit on this connection. I want to look at what the lesson is with this. What's your best route forward? What are you learning? What are you realizing? Yeah, and I'll see if I can go a little bit more into why this person is acting the way they are right now. I'll look at actually first like how this situation is triggering this person. Like because it is. And so I want to let you guys know about that. So If you guys are interested in tuning into that, I will have it linked in the description box right above the timestamps. But regardless, thank you guys so much for being here. Again, if you want to better connect with my energy and my channel, you can do that through liking the video, commenting, subscribing. And that way I'm better able to focus on those energy and people that really relate to me and aren't just listening to this one time and then going like, this is not the kind of reader that I want to listen to. So I don't know if that makes sense, but anyways, my brain is kind of starting to get a little weird. So thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate your time, and I'll see those of you that are joining me in the extended at the extended.